stereotypes are floating around out there. Whether or not they are true is another one of the questions that we have to ask. But the challenge is, I ask you to talk about stereotypes because until we talk about the stereotypes, we can't actually address what's really going on behind them. So we're going to look at another quick video here. It's about 1.5 minutes, and I want us to think about the stereotypes that we have and what would happen if we reversed those stereotypes. So check this out. I love that video. I love that video. And if you want to find it, go out to YouTube and type in The Lost Generation, and that video will pop up. So YouTube, The Lost Generation. And it's just one of those fantastic pieces. The first time you watch it through, you're like, it's true. It's true. Yep, absolutely true. We're in a handbasket and we're headed somewhere and I'm not sure why, but that's where we're going. And then it's reversed and we realize that every generation wants the best for themselves and for others. And that's what I love about credit unions. That's what you want as well. And so we need to be thinking about some of these stereotypes that we have, and we need to think about them and reverse them. Like, oh, maybe this generation appears impatient, but they're willing to try a lot of things, and they're willing to work hard to find the right thing. It may be a lot of fast-paced changes, but when they find and land on that right thing, it's gonna be fantastic. So we just have to be thinking differently about some of the stereotypes that we have. And this picture, we showed it earlier and people always laugh and like, oh yeah, that's that generation, they're taking selfies. There's a story behind this picture. This picture went viral back in September of 2015. And this is a picture of some young women at a Arizona Diamondbacks game. And the announcers for that game tuned into these young women for about 2 minutes and they made fun of them on the national broadcast. And it was things like, oh my goodness, do you have to make faces to take a selfie? Oh, look, it's a bite of me with the churro, and it's a bite of me with my first bite of the hot dog, and this is the 300th picture I've taken of myself today. And it was this whole rant, and it was actually quite funny, but it was also really inappropriate. And what ended up happening is those announcers did apologize to these women, and the Arizona Diamondbacks offered them free tickets to future games. Those young ladies turned down the tickets, but they didn't do it out of self-righteousness. They turned down the tickets because there was a crisis center near the stadium, and they said, we'd like the residents of that center to have an opportunity to go to a game. We don't need to go to more games. We would like them to have the chance. And you think, who's the grown-up, right? Who's the grown-up in this generation? And that is the hope that the younger generation is bringing in. They're really community-minded.